Hey guys, before I start today's video, I wanted to let you guys know real quick that I have a giveaway going on at my server. My friend's hosting it. It's for 500 Robux. If you're interested in that, all you have to do is join, verify with Bloxlink, and then go ahead and just join the giveaway. That's it. You just click the reaction in the giveaway channel. That's all there is to it. If you want to join the Discord server, I will have the link in the description, and you can just join from there. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. Hey guys, Fire here. And today we're back on Anime Guardians. Now, the update only dropped a few hours ago, but I do already have Kurumi. She's pretty good. I've used her a little bit. The tier list, I'm going to be honest here, the tier list has her rated really low. I don't see why. This is her cosmetic. It's a little goofy. It makes it look like it just makes you her, but in game it still has like my Subaru layered clothing, so as long as you don't have layered clothing, you'll just straight up be her. Regardless, we'll go ahead and read the passives, then I'll take her into the Shinra 3 Gods event, so I can show you guys all the abilities. Because her DPS isn't insane, but she does do some pretty nice utility for just support in general. I would say she is probably the most insane unit in the game for utility. Now, the tier list for some reason has her with the Greenbone Greatsword, but I have personally found that the Cursed Book is insane on her just for the absolutely insanely low cooldowns you can get on some of these abilities. I'll go ahead and explain why I think Cursed Book is better than Greenbone once we are in the stage. But for passives, her first passive is basically her meter, and it's basically every second she's down, she gains a stack up to 20 stacks, and that gives her 4% stacks and 2% SPA reduction. So that is basically a 80% attack boost and 40% SPA reduction. She has a resistance to stun, and whenever she's at max, all debuffs applied by her are 30% stronger, and they can never be removed. Her second passive is another bar, and it's every attack she applies a temporal steel to enemies, and that stacks up to 10 times. And each stack reduces movement speed by 6 and damage taken by 7%, 6-7. Yeah, totally funny, Guardians. Anyway, upon reaching 10 stacks, the next attack triggers Time Rupture, dealing 500% attack as damage. Normal enemies are afflicted with stun for 3 seconds. Bosses cannot be stunned. Well, not cannot be, but stunned. But will not be stunned, but instead suffer 60% movement speed reduction and 40% damage dealt. I think that means, like, if however much damage they do to your units, they do 40% less. And then after that, all temporal seal stacks get refreshed. So it'll basically start that whole loop again. Enemies within range are permanently afflicted with time corrosion, taking 60% increased damage. And every time she successfully stuns an enemy, she gains a Dominion stack, which is yet another bar, up to 15 stacks. And each stack increases her attack by 8% and stun chance by 5%. And at max stacks, she gains an additional 50% attack, stun duration increased by 1.5 seconds. Debuffs cannot be removed, and she becomes immune to stun entirely, not just resistant, but to just entirely immune. So she is very good. This is not all there is to her. She has 12 abilities that we'll go over in game, but I'll go ahead and cut into the stage. Okay guys, this is what I meant by the cosmetics a little goofy, but it's okay, I don't really mind. We'll go ahead and actually start. I'm going to only place her. She can solo given enough time, but you obviously are going to want other characters. Her damage isn't absolutely insane. She's mostly here for her utility. Now, if you click into here, as you can see, 12 abilities. Her first ability, Aleph, gives her 100% SPA reduction. I think that's like a permanent thing. Bet makes her permanently invincible, so I would honestly, as soon as you place her, pop Bet. She'll never die to any attacks. Gimbal increases her attack by 300% permanently. Dalit stuns all enemies for 30 seconds. Hay removes all enemy shields instantaneously. Vav decreases all enemies' max HP by 15%. And that has like a 12-second cooldown with Curse Book. That's exactly why I think she's really good with it. Zayin increases Yod, which is a long, different ability later down the line. It increases the stun duration by 10 seconds for each stack, and that stacks up 3 times. Het reduces all enemies' movement speed by 50% for 20 seconds. Tet gives her an additional 100% damage permanently. Yod, which is the ability that Zayin boosts, stuns all enemies in range for 10 seconds and increases her damage by 50% up to 300%. And Yod basically is the like Poochie effect. It just returns all enemies to spawn, which has a 7-second cooldown, by the way. Here, I'll just go and pop it real quick. See, 7 seconds. And Yod Gimel is her nuke. It gives her 4,000% attack and attacks all enemies on the stage once. So if you pop all of her boosting abilities, which I believe are Gimel and Tet, I think. Yeah, Gimel and Tet. Pop Gimel, then you pop Tet after. It's not. It has like an animation, but I don't have animations on, so you have to wait for the animation to finish playing. But after that, you can boost your attack again. As you can see, she's already up to 43, and then this should be boosted again by Tet. Just give it a second. Unless that is the boosted number, it might be 43. Let's see, can we pop Yod? Yeah, we can pop Yod, which will continue to stack her up even more. She is now at 61 million. I'm going to go ahead and send Jin Mori back to the spawn, just so we can continue to see her stack up more and more. We'll use Yod for the full stacks. Yod can be used 6 times. So this is the second Yod, which should increase her damage even more. 62.2 million. That was the second one. And we're going to go ahead and go on to the third one, which puts her up to... that one just didn't increase her at all. Is she, for some reason, already at max Yod stacks? Huh. Interesting. Don't really know why she's already there. We hadn't used 6 Yods. Doesn't matter, though. Now, this is where you can start using her nuke to actually start hitting. This boss is unfortunately immune to the HP reduction. See, I can go ahead and pop it, but it won't do anything, because it just doesn't really work. Your best bet is to continue using like Aleph and Yod Gimel, because as you can see, she is down to 1 second SPA, 62.2 million. So she's basically doing 62.2 million DPS, and the nuke with a 12-second cooldown is doing 300 million. Pretty decent damage. She also has that little mini nuke of 500% attack. And remember that this can just continue to be used. See, every time it's off cooldown. It's just, the issue is that you would have to be here for a long while for her to actually start, like, to actually fully solo it. Trust me, it's entirely possible, because you can just keep sending him back to spawn over and over and over and over again. But I don't think that's very worth your time. I think Kurumi is best used as a supporter to your other units. So, for example, let's place Gilgamesh, just one Gilgamesh. Now, watch this. She should be helping him do even more damage. You can also reduce his speed. You can make him stunned. Shields, obviously, is a pretty good thing to remove. And I think that's all you can do in terms of boosting other units with it. So you could go ahead and keep placing your units and continuing to pop Yod Gimel over and over again to keep boosting her. If you have other characters that boost units, such as like if you had like Robin on the team, I guess you could theoretically get her even higher. I just don't see much of a point in doing that. I want to see if Yod can be popped again, because for some reason it couldn't. Well, it could be popped, but it wasn't doing anything, but I want to make sure that that's still how it is. Okay, there we go. 62.7. Seems pretty normal to me. We'll pop it one more time whenever we can, just to be 100% sure. Yeah, it seems 62.7 is her limit right now. 300 mil with the ability is pretty good. Her damage isn't, again, crazy. You're not going to be using her primarily for her damage, but her utility is where you're going to have her. And I think this utility makes her such an insane unit to get and worth the grind. It took me a couple hours, maybe 3, I don't know. It was also only taking me a while because I was playing before they went and changed the requirements, which they have made the requirements a lot more lenient. Now let's go ahead and just place everyone else and just go ahead and kill off. See, 6 minutes! And it would have taken even longer if I just was trying to solo with Kurumi. Now, again, I think Kurumi is a great unit. Very, very fun. I think the abilities are such a neat little thing to have. Very versatile support unit to have on any team. I don't see her aging for quite a while unless they make just like another like absurd support unit with like 753 quadrillion abilities. But doesn't really matter. I think she's good. We'll go ahead and end the showcase here though. If you guys did find it helpful or enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing as it would help me out a lot. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.